He'll show up for Moistline. He loves Moistline. He wants to hear what the Moistline callers have to say. All of that's coming in the 5 o'clock hour. The headline of this story, of course, has grabbed our attention from the website LosCerritosNews.net. High-paid staffer for Democratic lawmakers paid for escorts while working on state time. It all has to deal with, remember, Heather, that Ashley Madison website?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
That was about a year ago when that scandal broke.
Yeah.
Something called the Impact Team stole data, threatened to release users' names and identify information if Ashley Madison was not immediately shut down. And they didn't, so they released information on 37 million users online. This is supposed to be a place where people go who want to commit adultery, looking for other married people. It may go beyond that. I'm not that familiar with the inner workings of Ashley Madison. But that's what this story deals with concerning this staffer in Sacramento. Let's talk to the man behind the news story, who obviously he and others did the research. His name is Brian Hughes with Hughes Media Group, Community News. An exclusive investigation, huh, Brian?
That's right. Greetings, Ken. Thanks for having me on.
All right. Well, I've read your story twice. It's a little complicated to follow, but clearly it just deals with the whole database here. So tell us what you were able to learn.
Well, it's kind of ironic. The Roger Hernandez went back to the state today. What's with those Dems? But,
yes. He's talking about Roger Hernandez, who, of course, has a restraining order that was granted against him. His ex-wife, they had little marital problems, and he's still being paid, too, right?
Exactly.
And today, I hear he just showed up out of nowhere today in Sacramento. Everybody was surprised to see him there because he hasn't been there in months.
No, it's like 3 months, and his blood pressure was up or something like that.
Yeah, some weird excuse. But now, what did you find out about a man by the name of Trent Hager, who's the chief of staff to a state senator?
Yes. In July, I was sent some information and about Ashley Madison that I immediately forwarded to a programmer friend of mine who broke, it was gigabytes of data. And he broke it all down and found the financial records, the actual charge information that shows the credit card number and all the information you need to charge.
Yes, you have to.
So he was able to sort the names because when you charge on a credit card on the website, you have to give your name, billing address, zip code, CVV, the 3-digit code.
Yeah, they do want to eventually collect money, so it's got to be good, right?
So we started looking at the website, and one of the names that popped up was Hager's because I known him from work that I've done.
Okay.
And when I first saw it, I couldn't believe it. And so then we did a little research and found out it indeed was him. The card was the same. The address is his, and the email is his. And then for months, I was emailing him, a couple months, and he finally answered me yesterday.
Oh.
And the comment that he left was, my credit card's been hacked 3 or 4 times in the past 4 years, and we're allowed to work on stuff during our lunch hour and breaks. Because he was charging, 5 of the charges he made was on state time.
I see you listed here. It looks like it goes back to 2013 and 2014. And, the times are all in the afternoon, 1:36, 2:54, 4:47. These are the charge
the
times?
financial records were that detailed. They gave you the timestamp on the time he made the charges. And, this guy makes $141,000 a year. So
yeah,
he's on the Ashley Madison side, apparently either having an affair himself or, there have been people who've known to get women for other people. So who knows what he was doing?
Well, I forget whether or not this was verified, but what we learned about the Ashley Madison site, that it was mostly guys looking for women, but a lot of the women's profiles were made up by computers.
Exactly. And the interesting part about what really, exacts guilt on the gentleman is that there's a fee that you would pay on the site of $19 to delete the usage. And he paid that fee 5 times to think he was deleting his name, but it really wasn't. And that's what the people who released the information, that's what got them so mad, was that they were charging $19 and making millions, the Ashley Madison people, but they weren't erasing the site. And that's why they did the eventual dump.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So, it really proves his guilt when he charged $19 to remove his information from the site. And then there's a few other charges he made where he bought the elite level, which is you really want to contact somebody when you do that. So,
yeah.
And I want to stress, I do have a number of other people on the list that I'm going to be releasing in the next few days. There's some local elected officials. There's a couple city council people. There's a couple state senators on it. So this isn't over. And I haven't searched the whole database. I just did what I know. So we're going to be doing some more searches on this. So it should be very interesting in the future to see what's going on.
Now, when the headline says, though, he paid for escorts, and I don't know if you wrote the headline, it sounds to me, because the way Ashley Madison works, he was just looking to commit adultery with somebody else who was willing. Isn't that what – I mean, it's not actually a place to hire a prostitute.
Well, you could call them prostitutes. I mean, you're going to have an affair with them. So, I mean, here's a girl willing to get paid to go have an affair with somebody. So I think that's semantics.
Oh, I thought Ashley Madison was just a go-between between two people that want to hook up, and they collect the money. You have to pay the person that you're soliciting too.
Maybe I don't know about that, but I mean certainly it's suspect when the gentleman is doing it on state time. So
yeah, so he told you in the end that his card may have been hacked.
He said his card was hacked 4 or 5 times during the last 4 years, and then that we're allowed to. He says we have lunch breaks. We only work 35 hours and we have lunch breaks. But the number of his card was the same.
But it's like he gave you 2 different answers here. He said, well, my card was hacked, but I have lunch breaks, which means if you found me, maybe that wasn't my state time. That's my lunch time. Yeah,
right.
He gave 2 different answers in 2 different directions on that.
Yeah, he kind of admitted it. And
this was an email he sent you? He wrote to you, though. He didn't talk to you?
No, he would not talk to me. I called several times. And he finally, and I was emailing him several times, and he finally emailed me yesterday because I told him I was breaking it today. And that's what he wrote me, and I just, my eyes, I couldn't believe that he wrote that. That was a very bad answer.
He's listed here as chief of staff to State Senator Kathleen
X.
Oh, he's X?
Now he's with Adam Gray in Merced.
Oh, you're right. He's now with Adam Gray. He used to be with Kathleen Galgani, a Democrat from Stockton. Now he's with Adam Gray, a Democrat from Merced. He's still chief of staff?
Yeah, I think he is, but he's running somebody's campaign. I haven't gotten the name yet.
Oh.
But he's also campaign manager for somebody. So.
Is Trent a married man, do we know?
Yes. He's married to a lady who works for his agency with Governor Brown.
Oh, you're right. He's married to, you say here, Janelle Beland, who works for Brown.
Right.
Oh, yeah. And you looked him up on the website to find out he makes $141,408 a year.
Yeah, that's Transparent California.
Oh, yeah, Yeah, you can find all good stuff there for the pay and benefits for government workers. So, and you think you're going to release more names in the coming days?
Oh, yeah. There's some very high-level names on the list.
Well,
I was very shocked.
We'll be waiting for them. This will be hot.
Well, I'd love to talk to you again once I release the next list, Ken.
Okay, Brian. We'll have you back.
Maybe John will be there.
John will be back Monday. He'll be excited by this story.
All right, terrific.
All right, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
All right, that's Brian Hughes. It's spelled Hews, and he's got a media group, Community News, he calls it, and he has an article that appears on the website LosCerritosNews.net, and the headline is that at least one high-paid staffer for Democratic lawmakers was busy on the Ashley Madison website on state time, and he tracked. He made a good point. He said at the beginning, the media took a look at the financial records and the data dump, but they didn't. They were really looking for really, really, really big names. They didn't dig really deep, and apparently he spent the time digging deeper and found this staffer who is now working for State Senator Adam Gray. A staffer is named by the name of Trent Hager. He's chief of staff, who apparently was on state time trolling the Ashley Madison website. That's what we think they do in Sacramento anyway. All right, John and Ken Show here on KFI. Let's get a news update from Heather Jordan. John and Ken Show here on KFI. John has got the day off. You'll hear him on Monday. They say we always said that. Up in Sacramento, there's a lot of well-paid staffers, and probably what they're doing with their time up there is trolling the internet or stuff they shouldn't be looking at. So it may be true, but this report about the Ashley Madison website and